Welcome back to Golf Xtra. In recent months, the only news about Tiger Woods that has broken in the golf world hasn't been about his actions on the golf course, but in his personal life. Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend, Erica Herman, recently took him to court over allegations that Woods broke a verbal contract to allow Herman to stay at his house even after they broke up. The allegations have been explosive and have led to a series of developments about Woods, Herman, and the nature of their relationship and breakup. But recent developments are the most interesting thing to happen in this case yet. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Now let's get right into the newest developments in the case between Tiger Woods and his ex-girlfriend Erica Herman. First, a little bit of background. You likely know Tiger Woods, one of the game's biggest stars, who has won 15 major championships and a litany of other tournaments. However, since suffering some serious injuries in a car accident in 2021, Woods has played a very limited amount of golf, being involved in the game mostly from the sidelines and through his teenage son Charlie Woods, who's a rising star in his own right. Unfortunately for Woods, one of those things that he is involved in from the sidelines is a messy breakup with his ex, Erica Herman. If you followed Tiger before, you know that this isn't his first messy breakup. He also had a disastrous divorce with Ellen Nordegren back in August 2010 after a shocking extramarital affair sex scandal that was plastered all over the front of the tabloids. As a result, it's no surprise that Woods has tried to keep his later relationships a little bit more private, including dating famous skier Lindsey Vonn. So we don't know too much about the timeline of his relationship with Erica Herman, but we do know a little bit. Woods and Herman met in a bit of an unconventional way when Herman was the general manager of a restaurant owned by Tiger Woods called the Woods Jupiter, located at Harborside Place in Florida. The two evidently met there but didn't first step out as a couple until the 2017 President's Cup, where Herman supported Woods. She would continue to support him at subsequent tournaments, including the 2019 Masters Tournament, where Woods pulled off one of the most iconic victories in recent memory. After that win, Herman said, "It's miraculous. It shouldn't be happening. I mean, nothing ever surprises me about him. But he just worked so hard to be here. That was the one thing I knew. Once he got here, he wasn't going to go home." However, the good vibes didn't last forever. Though it hasn't been revealed exactly why they broke up, the end of their relationship was revealed in March 2023 in a pretty shocking way. In fact, the first news of the breakup was when Herman filed a lawsuit against Woods, requesting a non-disclosure agreement that she had signed at the start of their relationship be nullified, and also suing Woods' estate for $30 million, based on a supposed violation of a tenancy agreement between her and Woods. That is, Herman believed that she and Woods had an oral agreement to allow her to live at Woods' house for a period of 5 years after the end of their relationship, and that Woods had kicked her out of the house in violation of that contract. Herman's initial court filings speak to this effect, detailing the events by saying, "Mr. Woods was Miss Herman's boss. On Mr. Woods' own portrayal of events, he imposed an NDA on her as a condition to keep her job when she began having a sexual relationship with him. A boss imposing different work conditions on his employee because of their sexual relationship is sexual harassment." The filing continued. Tiger Woods, the internationally renowned athlete and one of the most powerful figures in global sports, decided to pursue a sexual relationship with his employee, then, according to him, forced her to sign an NDA about it or else be fired from her job. And when he became disgruntled with their sexual relationship, he tricked her into leaving her home, locked her out, took her cash, pets, and personal possessions, and tried to strong-arm her into signing a different NDA. Yikes! You can see why she's upset, assuming that story is true. But the filing isn't done releasing explosive material. The scheme involved convincing Miss Herman to pack for a weekend excursion to the Bahamas. She and Mr. Woods often traveled on short notice for quick getaways, and she told this would be another such trip. So she took a minimum of items, expecting to return home in a few days. Then, Mr. Woods' California lawyer, out of the blue, told her that she was not going anywhere, would never see Mr. Woods again, had been locked out of the house, and could not return. She would not even be able to see the children or her pets again. While still in the hangar, Ray Donovan, a fictional character, with a pen proceeded to insult Miss Herman, advised her she had no legal rights, and tried to force her to agree to a different non-disclosure and arbitration agreement. Herman and her legal team also tried to work their way out of the non-disclosure agreement, saying that as part of the lawsuit, Herman wanted to share her own experiences of her family members, photographs and recordings of herself and her family members, information from sources other than the defendant, and information responding to statements that the defendant had made or published about her or others to prove the falsity or misleading nature of those statements. Woods and his attorneys immediately responded, first trying to direct the attention of the lawsuit away from Woods' estate and towards Woods as an individual, which makes sense considering that Woods is likely less liable in a lawsuit than his wide-ranging estate, saying, though this action involves Mr. Woods' personal residence and arises out of Mr. Woods' decision that plaintiff should no longer live in his home following the breakup, plaintiff did not sue Mr. Woods. The disputes raised by Ms. Herman in the lawsuit against the trust are, in fact, disputes between Ms. Herman and Mr. Woods. On the concept of the alleged tenancy agreement, Woods and his attorneys pushed back on that as well, saying, during their relationship, Mr. Woods invited Ms. Herman to live with him as his guest in the residence. Mr. Woods never negotiated an oral tenancy agreement with Ms. Herman, nor was there ever a written tenancy agreement between Mr. Woods or the trust on the one hand and Ms. Herman on the other hand. Mr. Woods never transferred to Ms. Herman any ownership, interest in, or rights of possession to the residence. Okay, you've heard what the lawyers had to say, but what about the judge in the case? Circuit Court Judge Elizabeth Metzger heard the arguments and decided that Herman's arguments around releasing her from the non-disclosure agreement didn't hold water, saying, Herman has had the opportunity to provide factual specificity for any claim relating to sexual assault or sexual harassment. However, she has not done so. As a result of this crushing legal blow, we go to the big news of the day. Herman decided to drop her legal case in June 2023, with her filing reading, the plaintiff, Erica Herman, by and through her undersigned counsel, hereby dismisses without prejudice her complaint filed on October 26, 2022, pending resolution of the appeal in Herman v. Woods and determination of whether her claims are subject to arbitration. So, after all that, it's all over. However, we bet that Tiger will be extra careful getting into a new relationship because so far it seems like things are getting a little bit out of hand with his last few significant others. On the course, Woods is looking to return soon. He posted a statement on Twitter on April 19th saying, earlier today, Tiger underwent a subtalar fusion procedure to address his post-traumatic arthritis from his previous talus fracture. It was performed by Dr. Martin O'Malley at HSS Sports Medicine Institute in New York City. He has determined the surgery to be successful. Tiger is currently recovering and looks forward to beginning his rehabilitation. According to doctors familiar with the situation, Woods can expect approximately 8 to 12 weeks for his recovery. So, maybe we'll be seeing him in some events this fall, or at the very least in the 2024 majors. After all, isn't that the thing that we care about the most with Woods? So, what do you think about the seeming end of the lawsuit by Erica Herman against Tiger Woods? Do you think we'll see Woods back out on the golf course soon? Be sure to leave us a comment with what you think down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can watch our latest content updates as soon as they drop. We'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.